With tourism in Myanmar in its infancy, route options are still rather limited. Most visitors will find themselves choosing from Yangon, formerly known as Rangoon Mandalay, Bagan the plain, with all the temples, and in a lake where the men row with one leg to keep their hands free for casting their fishing nets. This is not a problem for first-time visitors at all, with plenty to choose from in the vicinity of each of these destinations. The best season for a visit is during the cooler winter months, specifically November through February. The wet season starts in late May, peaks in August, and ends as late as October. Not only is it hot and humid, rains are often heavy enough to disrupt travel, so this is not a good time for photographers with limited time. Of course, if you are able to take a more relaxed approach, you will find the place pretty much to yourself and could get some very dramatic shots indeed. When finalizing your dates, it is well worth looking to include a full moon, as many religious activities are based on the lunar calendar. Such opportunities should, of course, be treated with respect. Be a responsible photographer. Dress appropriately and ensure that your presence does not upset any of the participants or other observers. Yangon. For many, the highlight of a visit to this, the largest city, will be Shwedagon Pagoda, especially if the visit is made through the late afternoon and into the evening. Many of the locals will leave their offices during this period, and on the way home, may stop by for some shopping, to have a beer, or a chat with friends or pray. The area is therefore bustling, with street activity giving rise to a whole host of ad hoc opportunities, as well as the obvious shots of the pagoda from across the Royal Lake and from closer up. An evening like this can be contrasted with a quieter morning checking out local markets, or the various styles of architecture, as your fancy takes you. The mouth of the Irrawaddy River, formerly known as the Irrawaddy, is only some 40 km away and offers a chance for waterscapes on a grand scale. Such specialist excursions might be difficult to arrange on your own, but should be possible through your hotel or local travel service. Mandalay. Mandalay has a number of photographically interesting temples, though the most captured scene is that of pedestrian traffic on the Ubin Bridge at sunset. Allow at least one evening for that excursion, but also plenty of other time to find your own special images. It will be well worth organizing a trip to the Snake Temple at Palike, not just for the 3 pythons that sleep here around the Buddha statue, but also because of the relatively unknown temple ruins in the area. 3 other names to play with are Mahamuni, Amaipur, and Inwa, also Inwa. These each have their own tourist attractions, but you are encouraged to take the opportunity of being in a neighborhood to explore beyond these and get to grips with something of the real Myanmar. Some photographers enjoy the boat excursion to Mingan as much for the riverside activities as for the Krak Temple. If this sounds like your sort of trip, then do try to make the Yadanaban Market, which gets going mid-afternoon. Bagan. Bagan needs little introduction. The fact that you are reading this article almost certainly means that you have seen images from here and are looking to visit. Bagan is easily, and perhaps best, explored on foot. The days can be incredibly hot even in winter, so do wear sun protection and take plenty of water if you decide to look for your own vantage points in the middle of the day. Early mornings can provide a gorgeous low-level mist as well as colorfully skies, but it is well worth being out at both ends of the day if you can manage the pace. Think also whether your budget will stretch to balloon ride, as that will truly be an experience. One of the most popular excursions from Bagan is to Poka Mountain. There is an ancient temple here as well as views out over the plains. Hope for a glorious sunset. At this point, it is worth noting that Bagan and Mandalay are connected by a boat service. The trip takes the best part of a full day, but offers additional photographic opportunities. Inno Lake. The Innu people of Innu Lake have become famous for their technique of leg rowing, as this does add another dimension to the already very photogenic net casting style of fishing. The creative opportunities are endless, and so it will be well worth booking a session with locals. The only way you will get up close and be able to control the scenes for the late afternoon. A visit to the lake should also include time to explore the lake and its communities. The local markets operate on a 5-day rotating schedule, and you should be able to find out where the best action will be by inquiring at your hotel. You can get around by boat or on land. The number in your group and your budget may influence that decision. Private motorboats might be too pricey for an individual, though you might be able to arrange a shorter trip from a village to get a different perspective on the still passes. The ruins of Indine south of the lake are worth a visit, and those with more time on their hands might enjoy a visit to nearby Nyong Chua to record more of the Shan culture.